stick with it. You know, you're going to fall off. So when I look at viewers and subscribers and stuff like that, if they're not resonating with that because of something I may have said or something they might have not liked, it'll tell me whether or not they truly was there anyway. If they don't just tell me, you know, what's going on or what I did wrong and be like, okay, this is just my thoughts to it, thank you. And maybe you need to, okay, that's constructive criticism. But if you come at me and you be like, you this, you that, you're a hater, you this, you know, I'm unsubscribing for you because of what you said. Okay, unsubscribe. I don't care. I mean, you're not going to hold that over my head. Because I don't expect you to agree with everything I say, just like you shouldn't expect me to agree with everything you say. Nobody's going to have 100% agreement. My own kids that I birthed out of my body don't agree with everything I say. And I sure don't agree with everything that they say. Right? I learn from my kids like they learn from me. And I continue to do that. I think it's a power dynamic where people think because you're up here, everybody else is down there. No. It ain't like that in a relationship. When the Bible says, I guess you have to really understand what marriage is. When the Bible says the man is the head, never said that the woman was the tail. It said what it was, meaning she's behind him. What it said was she was his helpmate, meaning she was just as equal to him as he was to her. It's just that he led her. And when he fell off, she stepped in to make sure it moved. Because she's his helpmate. He is the lead. It's not she is the tail and I'm the head and she's got to be. Submissive don't mean abuse. Submissive means you listen, you follow, you nurture, you help. Your head, your husband. And so if you look at anything like that, it's to help. If somehow you got over me and you're now my lead, I don't just fall off because you say something I don't like. If I can see that if it's something it's just because of opinion, it's just because of opinion. We all entitled to opinions. If it's something because you're doing something wrong, then I can say, hey, this is not right. This is not wrong. Here, this is how I feel it could help you. And you are to say, thank you. If you didn't see it that way or I didn't realize, let me try to fix it and we can continue to move on. Whether we're moving like this, we're moving like this, we're moving like this, we're moving like this, or we're moving like this. It does not matter. One person should not get the big head. Just because this person who's down here don't have the visuals like this person has over here, don't mean that this person right here don't have knowledge to what this person have or better. It just means it's not their time yet. Eventually they're going to go up. But this person right here got to remember, when you go up, you can't catch the big head too. You got to remember when you were there. And then what you got to do is reach back. Right? You have to understand that. And so therefore it comes with core stuff. Not I take from you. I don't give you acknowledgement and make it into my own and then make it seem like I'm the one who got everything going on. Not to say I'm here and now I got the big head and you should be great because of me. I'm the one who did this for you. And get pissed off because nobody ain't singing your praises like you're some kind of God. But that is a core thing. That's because something within you, you got to fix. Because once you fix that thing inside you, you can't view it that way no more. You can't say it was because of me, because of because of this. That's why even when you hear me tell my stories, you would hear me say, I don't know what this was when, that situation. I know I did this then, They were there, they took something from that, and there's nothing wrong with that. You will always hear me say, there's nothing wrong with doing that. But it's the manner in which you do it. That's why I said in many of videos, sometimes you can give people all the proof that they need. Hardcore evidence, and they'll still see it as not being the truth. Because that's something within themselves. It's that liar within themselves that can't allow them to see the truth. Because in order for you to see their lies, you got to look at your own. It's that self-reflection thing a lot of people don't like doing. Now, I know his persona, as he likes to say now. I know his persona on this platform. I do not know this man outside of this platform. Right? And I'm not acting like I do, but the persona that he has shown on this platform, and I'm talking about Syndicated, I'm not talking about Dante, we all know his persona. You're a thief. You're self-centered. You only give acknowledgement when it benefits yourself. You're cocky. You're a superhero. Everybody coming on your team. But you forgot about the players of the team. That type of attitude, I lose respect for. Me, that's just me. You don't got to be like me. That's me. I lose respect for it, but that don't mean I can't regain it back if there's change. And how would I ever know there's change if I don't continue to watch? I ain't got to comment on everything. I can just watch. We are no judge and jury of nobody on here. The only thing we could do is give criticism constructively. Only thing we could do is give advice. And sometimes I hate saying, that's why I struggle when I say that, criticism, because criticism puts such a negative light on things. Just throwing constructive on there don't mean that it was. Now I'm being real. People got to stop these manipulative games that they do. And just be real. Now this who you is, then let that be known. That's who you are. And then allow people to fall back because they don't want to be associated with that. But don't mask it. But that's the thing. That's what people do. Even the devil himself, everybody thinks he's this ugly being. So he masks himself as an ugly being when in fact he's beautiful. So that way when the beautiful things come your way, you can't recognize that it's the devil. Stop masking and just show who you are. That's what authenticity is. It's being real. Integrity is simply being honest. And the stuff I just shown here and continue to see is not honesty. I say this so many times, be your brothers and your sisters' keeper, keep God first. It's because we have to be each other's keeper. We have to, if we see our brother or our sisters doing something wrong, we got to acknowledge it. If it's your opinion, it's your opinion. Just because you feel like they're doing something wrong, if they're not doing anything wrong, that's still just your opinion. But if they're doing something wrong and it shows that they're doing something wrong, then be their keeper and let them know. Because sometimes people don't know they're doing wrong until you bring it to their attention. But then sometimes people act like they don't know they're doing it wrong. And they know good and well they're doing it wrong. Until you bring it to their attention. And this is how you can tell they know. Instead of accepting what you said, they put you down for it because it's fact. And then continue to carry on with what they're doing. Y'all know I'm in the Word and I love it. And when I say the word, I'm talking about the Bible. The Word says, you will know them by their fruit. They can say whatever they want out of their mouth, but you will know who they are by their actions or by what it present themselves as and what that is happening throughout and in the end. Good fruit shows good intentions and a good cause. Bad fruit shows destruction and tearing down. So if your fruit is just showing all you do is tear somebody down and you ain't never building them up, and even when you build them up, you're only doing it for you and not them, it's still bad fruit. And that's why so many people are blinded to the truth. That's why so many people can't see past I like you versus you full of crap. But then as they realize it, what everyone was saying all along, it hurts. And so there comes the wrath for that person. But what about when the people was trying to warn you? You didn't see it then. They were haters, clout chasers, and stuff like that. So when somebody are doing reviews and stuff on them, are they boasting about what they're doing? Are they boasting while they're doing this? It just amazes me how everybody that says reviews that don't do it intentionally always says, I don't need this person. That's where the ego, that when you say that, really you're contradicting yourself. And I don't know if people realize that, but you are. When you say, I don't need this person for views, yeah, you do need them for views because they're going to bring you views by you doing it. And so you got to be careful with those words that come out of your mouth. Those words will condemn you. And then when people bring those words to your acknowledgement, you're thinking they're judging you. But no, you judge yourself because this is what came out of your mouth. I'm just showing you. That's all. That's what, so it gets me when people say, well, who are you to judge? I'm not judging. I'm just stating facts that was already said. That's not me judging. Half of the time people judge themselves and just are unaware until somebody bring it to their light. I don't need this person. I can do this. I can do that. And even good people find themselves saying that from time to time. But if you look at it hardcore, if you remove what you're talking about, will you sustain what you're doing when you're talking about them? And if the answer is no, then you need them. See, that's the beauty of what I love about my channel is I gained my subscribers from getting to know them and engaging with them. And for the ones that I did not, they fall off because they came because of somebody else or their intentions weren't right. They fall off because they never was there to begin with. But what I like about it is when they do fall off is 1 or 2. And most I've ever lost was 10. Because the people know who I am and I know who they are. And they were there for a reason. And the reason is still there. We were not being fake with each other. We're being real with each other. So, to Dante, I know you hearing people tell you, oh, your channel is done. It's over with. You losing subscribers by the day, hundreds by the day. You need to do double what you're doing right now as far as subscribers to make this channel work. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's an absolute 100% lie. You're losing the people that were never there to begin with. That's all that's happening. Because the ones that were truly there, they're still there through the good and your bad. Continue on with your channel. Don't let people make you run away from your destiny. You fought for this. 6 years, you fought for this. There were some good fights, there were some bad fights, wrong and some right fights. But you still fought for it. And nothing, anything, anybody says, including myself, should alter you for destruction. If what you hear out of my mouth and you think it's destruction, let it roll off and keep on pushing. But what I hope you hear from my mouth is I'm just showing you what it is. And I want you to do better. Move forward. I'm not your mom. I probably could be, but I'm not. I'm an old person. And I tell anybody, I'm not saying my age, honey. I'm old. But this old person, and I take no offense to the old person, dirt people, maybe, like, God darn, we know we close to the grave, but you ain't gotta remind us. But then again, who knows? None of us know our day and time and hour, you know? So you could be closer than we are. We can have 50 more years and yours can be next week. We don't know. And I'm not speaking that into existence. So don't call nobody dirt people. We're all dirt people. We all came from the clay. We're just reproducing out of the original clay that was molded. That's all. That's why if you rub your skin, if it's wet or damp, what you gonna get? Dirt. And that's from all of us. So, yeah, you'll figure it out. But don't let nobody run you. Don't let nobody mislead you to think you gotta do this and you gotta do that. You don't have to do anything. That's what they chose to do. And back with Syndicate, he said it took him, how many channels you got, sir? 5, 7 channels? And as of just here recently, you started merch. Even though you got thousands upon thousands of subscribers, you finally finna start selling your merch. Not just because you're seeing people who didn't take that long and barely got a portion of what you got between your 2 channels selling merch, and you say they can't do it because they don't have the audience. But you got the audience and you ain't doing it. So now you got to clean up what you say. And now you got to start selling merch. Y'all better open your eyes to what's going on with people. Let me tell y'all something. You can have 5 subscribers and sell something if you know what you're selling. And out of that 5 subscribers, you might get 1 sale or no sales. But then that 5 subscribers turn to 10 subscribers, and then you might get the 1 sale. So start. The whole message of me saying, because I can keep this rolling, is just start. Because his hang up was he couldn't start. And it's hard because you're following other people. When you're just being yourself, you can do stuff because it's coming from within you. When you're looking at other people and taking from them and trying to create it from you, you don't know what to do because the idea didn't come from you. It came from them. And until they do it, you don't know what to do. So stop letting other people's limitations become yours. Just start. And so I just wanted to make sure, say this video. I'm probably going to break this up because it's kind of long. And we all know people attention span is kind of shot to nothing these days. Some might watch, but the majority is not going to watch an hour-long video. So that's why I split my videos up, y'all. But I'm going to go ahead because I can continue on this subject forever. And not just with Syndicated, but just with people in general. And the mess that they do. But I'm going to go ahead and end it here because I'm sure I'll come back later with something else. But as always, be your brothers and your sisters' keeper. Keep God first. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe, y'all. It is free. Even if you don't want to share it, like and subscribe. It's free, y'all. And my favorite saying, toodles.